talent for his company. The problem Meet Paul. Paul's job is to plan, coordinate, and recruit the best talent for his company. The problem is, there are so many ways to recruit right now, and Paul is finding it hard to define what the best recruitment journey looks like. This is where Best Match can help. Best Match is an automated candidate matching system that screens, tests, and ranks qualified applicants. With Best Match, you get a short list of up to 10 qualified and tested applicants who match your job description the best in just 10 working days. It gives you a complimentary assessment so you can test the applicants and be sure they can do the job. Your vacant roles are promoted to all potential and qualified candidates, so you have a wider pool of quality applicants. It also gives you a detailed report complete with reasons for the selection so you can share with your colleagues. Paul gets all these and much more in just 10 working days. The net result is a happy and driven workforce that matches the company's goals, strategy, and vision. This is a new way to match. This is the best way to match. To get started, call 0813-985-9999 or email info@jobberman.com. Let's get you your next best match. Hello everyone, good morning on this fantastic Wednesday, and welcome to our live demo session for our new product at Jobberman Nigeria called Best Match. Actually, it's not a new product, it's a revamped product. And so today we're going to be talking all about it. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Sheila Oj. I am the communications manager here at Jobberman Nigeria. And my colleagues are also here with me, and they will also introduce themselves. Over to you guys.
Hi everyone, my name is Isaac.
Hi, thank you, Sheila. Hi everyone, so happy to be here today. My name is Pepe, currently the recruitment consultant with Jobberman.
Thank you very much, Sheila. Good morning, everyone. My name is Isaac Oni, and I'm the product lead for West Africa Jobberman. Thank you.
Okay, great. Okay, so today we have a very interesting mix. So we have someone from marketing and comms, that's me. We have someone from recruitment, and we have someone for products. So this is going to be a packed conversation for the next 1 hour or less, where we will be talking about Best Match. And, you know, in general, also recruitment solutions that we offer at Jobberman. So I guess we'll start, right? Pepe, can you tell us, well, I know what it is, but can you tell our viewers a little bit about Best Match? Okay, I think Pepe is having some network issues. So Isaac, maybe while Pepe is trying to sort that out, Isaac, can you tell us a little bit about Best Match, and then we can take it from there.
Okay, thank you very much, Sheila. So just like you mentioned, Best Match for some of our guys or some of our employers that are already familiar with Jobberman's platform might not be a new name, but basically what we've done is just to do a very massive upgrade on Best Match, in such that we are giving our customers and our employers a lot of value. So we have quite a number of changes we've made to it. So as against what they are used to, and how the interaction has always been for most of our employers in terms of using Best Match, basically what we've done is just to add more to the values and also the features that they get to use on Best Match.
Okay, cool. So could you tell me like some of the differences between the old one and the new one? What are some of the things that employers should look out for using Best Match?
Okay, so basically, the first thing to think about is if you really want to recruit, or you want to fill a role as soon as possible. So say in like 2 weeks, Basically, what Best Match does for you is that it gives you up to 10 qualified candidates out of all the pools of applications you'll be getting in 10 working days. So as against what we used to have in Best Match, so let me say Best Match 1.0 and Best Match 2.0. So what we have now is 2.0, that's Best Match 2.0. And what we used to have is 1.0. Let me put it that way. So
Okay.
for our context, yeah. So in Best Match 2.0, the things you'll be getting are up to 10 qualified candidates within 10 working days. So that means if you have a role to fill as quickly as possible, all you need to do is to get into the platform, get a Best Match credit, and once your job goes live, after the internal approval that we do, all you just need to do is to click back, and at the end of 10 working days, we'll reach out to you that, hey, we've been able to get some applications for your roles, and like the best guys that you feel you can start your shortlisting with, then continue with your hiring process.
Oh,
Yeah, so
okay. Okay, thank you so much. Now that we have Pecky back. So Pecky,
Yeah, so sorry. Network.
all right. So as the senior recruitment consultant here at Jobberman Nigeria, what are some of
Yeah.
the challenges that employers have when it comes to, getting the best talent or the right talent for a job role?
Yeah, so there are a couple of challenges, right? We would know that now we have so many ways to recruit online, and people could be confused as to the best way to recruit online. So that's one challenge. Then secondly, finding the best candidates within the short possible time and with no cost or little costs, right? That's another challenge. So we do have a couple of recruitment solutions here and there, but then they are expensive. So but people don't want to spend so much looking for people. So cost effective, finding cost effective recruitment solutions. And then another challenge people have is sieving through applications. So there was one time I tried to experiment something. I wanted to see how the other halves handle recruitment outside JobAvan. So I placed the job adverts online and put an email address there. And believe me, I had over 5,000 applications, right? And imagine, going through 5,000 people that have applied for my job, and I had little time to sieve through the CVs. So that's another challenge people have: time and going through unqualified applications. Yeah, that's a couple of challenges.
I totally agree. Just that timing and going through so many
Yeah.
CVs can be a major challenge. And I think sometimes what happens when you're doing that is that you can actually get confused. You can actually get confused. Now, there's
Yeah.
also a very popular trend that we're seeing these days, and that is basically just saying, "Oh, please, do you have anybody? Can you please
Yes.
recommend?
Do you have anybody?
Do you have
Can you?
anybody?"
Yes. Can you please
Um,
recommend? And
and
then the
then
person will send you their family member that knows nothing about the
exactly,
job. And then
exactly.
you can't fire the person because you'll be offending your village people or your family people and all that. So
And then so you're really
yeah.
at that point, where you're also sort of stuck because it's the person might not be the best person for the job. But at the same time, now sentiments have come into it. You're unable to do
Yeah.
what you need to do. And then it also puts you back into that recruitment cycle of trying
Oh
to
my
find
God.
the best person all over again, which is why Best Match really is one of the products that we have here at Jobberman, but it's also a very efficient product that we believe that employers should explore.
Yeah.
I'm just looking through the comments. I see quite a few comments, people leaving comments, and welcome. So if you have any questions, please feel free to drop your questions in the chat section. We will definitely look at them and be able to answer them for you with regards to Best Match. And then for the job seekers who are in the comment section saying that they're looking for roles, please go to jobberman.com and fill out a profile, create a profile. And if you already have a profile, make sure it's 100% complete and always check regularly because we always have new vacancies on the website, right? As much as I enjoy
Yeah.
that we are networking in the comments section, please go to jobberman.com and actually search for vacant jobs on jobberman.com. Thank you so much. So, Isaac, back to you. From a product angle, what is the one feature that you like the most with Best Match?
Okay, so from a product angle, one of the features I like the most is the fact that everything is automated. So
Okay.
we have little or no human interaction with this, and definitely that's been that way. You are expecting something very, very almost accurate, if not 100%. Just to be on a very this so you are getting 100% accuracy, almost 100% accuracy, and that shows that the system is going to be very effective, and at the same time gives you just what you need. So that's the interesting thing about it for me, and that's one thing I like so much about it, because I don't have to wait for maybe a peppy or probably somebody to start going through CV, and you will now be biased. Probably the school you went to, you saw somebody from that school, you just automatically, even if the person is not, those bias can just come in, or probably you saw that someone is from your, I don't know, different other things that you can think
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
But yeah, so the main thing is everything is done in a very automated way. So no little or no human interaction. So you are sure that the people you're getting are the people that are well qualified for the job. No sentiments.
Okay, thank you so much. Sorry, I just need to drop this here before we go to the next question. Please, I would like to state that any job vacancies that is being advertised in the comment section is not from Jobberman. So please, we can only guarantee jobs that are on our platform. So if you're looking for an accounting role, please go to jobberman.com. My colleague Jerome has been nice enough to share a link, but please go to jobberman.com and look for accounting roles. And if you're an employer looking to hire an accountant, I see your comments. Please go to jobberman.com, create a profile, and also get the best match product, and we'll be able to get you the best accountants for you in your manufacturing company. All right, so going back to us now. Someone asked a question which I would like us to answer. It says, please, can you explain when you say best person for the job without even seeing the person? Peppy.
Yes. So the system is going to use filtering algorithms, right? Yes, best person for the job based on what the person has stated on their profile. So the system will be using details from the job description you provided to match the candidates based on what the person has stated on their profiles. So the system will be matching using algorithms, and this is where recruitment is going to in the future, where we rely on AI to make these decisions, right? And then we also have skill assessment that comes with the best match product as well. So somebody has said, I'm an accountant, I'm a software developer. Yeah, why not go ahead and take the extra step and test this person to see that the person has the skills they have. Yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned skills assessments. What exactly are skills assessments, and why should employers be excited about skills assessments?
Okay. So well, like it's like the name says, skills assessment. It's basically testing skills, right? Testing that somebody can do what they claim they can do. So and what makes the skills assessment you have in Jobberman quite interesting and unique is that it's not generic, right? So you see these assessments everywhere. It's not like your regular GMAT, or it's not generic. This assessment is tailored to specific job roles and job functions. Okay, so if you're saying you're an accountant, it's expected that you know how to use Excel and things like that. So what the skill assessment will do is to test that you really know how to use it. It's quite practical. It's not generic, right? So that's the kind of skill assessment I'm talking about, really.
So we're actually testing for the skills, right? So it's not just somebody coming to say that, oh, yes, I know this, I know that. and then we now hire them only to
Yeah.
find out that they don't know a lot of things, even the basic
Yeah.
things that is required. And
Yeah.
then that even goes back to the question of saying, how do you know the best person for the job without seeing the person? And that's just really by their skills. If they can show that they have that skills by also being able to, like, pass the skills assessment, then they have the basic knowledge, right?
Yeah.
Everything else you will find out at the interview, right? Whether it's a phone interview or an in-person interview. So yes, so this has been quite insightful. I'm actually just looking through the comments to see if there are any other questions for us. So someone said, Pepe just hit the point on people sending in their family members that are not qualified for the jobs on hand. Yes, I think almost every employer has experienced that at one point or the other. Then I would also like to add that for best match, right? So we have the best match product. We also have the skills assessment product. However, with best match, especially with this new best match, you get the skills assessments for free with the product. It's complimentary, right? So that is another thing. That is why for the best match product, it is like, it's basically it's total, right? It's like almost end to end. So from the listing to the testing, and even to selecting, shortlisting 10 qualified candidates for you, right? Now, Isaac was talking about using some sort of artificial intelligence for this. Could you just go a little bit more and just explain that, when you're talking about AI, so are we saying that we are depending 100% on the computer to to recommend people, or
I mean,
yes?
yeah, I mean, so that is where the world is going. It's a technological world, and everything is going digital. So it's just very ideal and very smart to actually put a lot of things on the system and make it function like they are real humans. So the idea behind that is that we've been able to of course study the way recruiters do all these things, and there's no way you'd want to just like Pepe mentioned earlier, that she actually tried filling a role and she put out this and she got about 5,000. How long do you want to take to go through 5,000 CVs to eventually now get maybe like one or two people that you eventually start interviewing? That's the process of even going through 5,000. A lot will have probably taken almost, I don't know how, but you need to do things in a very smart way. So, and that's why we've come up with something like this, that based on what we have already, and they send in the applications, our system goes through all those applications. Then we're able to spot the best out of the CVs we've gotten, then put it forward to you as an employer to continue your processes. So we've already saved you the stress of going through over 5,000 CVs or 1,000 as the case may be, or any amount of CVs you received. And that is literally done. That's literally done with the system. And also with our skills assessment that is embedded with the best match products. So that means for anybody to even get to the stage of showing up or getting to apply, we need to first of all test them. So part of the ways of filtering those guys out, the guys that are not qualified, we have cases whereby people just see, because people are desperate, they just see any vacancy, they throw in their CV, even if they don't match the job role, or they don't even have any experience with what is being requested for. They just throw in their CV. And if you have to always go through all those kind of irrelevant CVs, it's going to be a lot of work. So what we do is, apart from just the matching and the filtering we do, we try to put an extra layer of filtering to it to make sure that for anybody that you're getting their CV, they've already gone through the skill assessment. And like Pepe also mentioned, it is tailor based on their experience, based on the experience you're looking for. So all those things, all those checks are already being put in place, and those are part of the way the system is becoming very smart to be able to eventually give you the 10 guys you'll be able to work with to ease all the long processes that you'll be going through.
Okay, thank you so much. So Isaac is going to start prepping. I know he's going to show us for an employer, how to sign up for Best Match. So while Isaac is preparing to share his screen and walk us through, Pepe, there's a question here which I think we should take a stab at. It says, are the skills, and I guess this person is asking about the skills assessments. So saying, are the skills assessments tests, are they level wise? And are they differentiated for different profiles? I'm guessing different profiles here will be like different professions. But are they also level wise? Like, is it entry level, mid level?
Yeah.
Senior?
Yes. Yes, so yeah, we have different levels for each assessment. So you decide if you want the person's level to, your ideal candidate's level to be proficiency or experienced or entry level. You can decide what you want. Yeah. So different level for different skill. You can decide the level you want, level of proficiency that you want. Yeah.
Okay, okay, fantastic. So Isaac, are you ready to share your screen now?
Yes, just give me a few seconds.
That's fantastic. So while Isaac is doing that, please, if you have any questions concerning Best Match, feel free to leave a comment and we will get back to you. Yes, and just since his example, accounts 2 to 5 years experience is different assessment from accounts 6 to 9 years
Yes.
experience. Yes,
Yes,
yes, it is.
definitely, definitely. Yes. So, if you want somebody that has 10 years of experience, the assessment you would give to somebody that has 10 years will be different from someone that is an entry level. Yeah, so that's what makes this skill assessment phenomenal, because it's not the same thing as everything you find out there. We are tailoring it to your needs exactly. So
Yeah.
that's what makes it really different. Yeah.
And then someone is asking, will age also be one of the prerequisites for this AI screening? Will age be a prerequisite? Peppy.
Okay, well, I mean, we should all be promoters of, equality when it comes to opportunities, right? So that is what we advocate for, really, equal opportunities for everybody, irrespective of your gender or your age or your race,
Yes.
right? That's what we that's what we advocate for, and that's the ideal. But outside that, we have different parameters that the filtering tool could use to filter candidates for you, depending on what you're looking for. So yeah.
Yes, and please know that that is why we have skills assessment. The focus is on your skills. So it's not necessarily about age. It's not. It's really about your skills as well. And then that's just the first step before you then have a conversation with the employer. Also, I just want to repeat for every job seeker who is watching this event, please go to jobberman.com, create a profile, fill out your profile on jobberman.com. We have quite a few job vacancies on the platform, and yeah, and then you can apply for those ones. So we have, for engineering, we have for admin, for accounting, and I will also like to state at this moment that please, any job that is being advertised in the comments section that does not have a link to a Jobberman listing, we do not endorse it. So please, we can only endorse listings on our platform. So please go to the platform and apply, right? Okay, Isaac, are you ready for us now?
Yes. So let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, it's loaded. Yes, we can. Fantastic. Over to you.
Okay. Okay. So basically, it's a very simple process, and we've tried to make it as straightforward as possible, so that our employers can just, within few steps, they can complete the process. So I believe once you get to Jobberman's website, this is like an idea of what you see. Then if you don't have an account before now, you have to register. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go through that process, but it's just very straightforward. But immediately you've registered and you have access to the platform, the next thing you need to do is just go to post a job. And once you click on post a job, you have a page here that shows you all the fields you need to fill based on your job description and every other details you think you need the job seekers to know based on the role you want to fill. And if you just scroll down a little bit, yeah, you see that on the sidebar here, we also have some details here that is specifying on the types of jobs you want to post. So if you're doing a basic listing or a best match, and in this case, you are doing a best match. So basic job is another product entirely. So maybe in another session, we'll probably talk about some of the other products that we have. Yeah. So, but basically, for the sake of this conversation, we'll be sticking to best match. So once you get to this page, then you can just fill out your rows. I'll just do some pseudo filling here. So in as much as we know that some employers would want to just get this done as fast as possible, we would always advise you to put as much details you can put here, and be specific as much as you can, because these are some of the things we would also try to look at when we are trying to match those candidates. So the more information you can give us, the more accurate your information are, the better for the system to be able to match up good candidates. I believe quite a number of people might be familiar with this. Yeah. We have the job description. Yeah, so you have the option of posting your job as an anonymous employer. And also, there are some other options here that you can pick. You know, applicants must apply with the cover letter attached here if you want them to. If you don't want, you can change that option. Then also, if you would want to view your applications in your ATS, that's the applicant tracking system, and also receive email notifications. So for every applications that come in, you receive email notification. So that is already default here. So you can be sure that once you are listing those jobs, we'll carry you along every process that is happening, so you have an idea of what it is and the state that we are. Not just that you post your job and you don't hear from us, or you don't hear from the system until when we are done. No, we make sure that there's transparency, so that all our employers are being carried along. Then also you have the option of sharing the job listing on Facebook. Yeah, and that's just for you to get some kind of prominence, so that we can attract more candidates and more qualified candidates. And like we also discussed earlier on about the assessment. So once you get a job listing credit, yeah, you automatically have the opportunity to also add an assessment to the job. So you can decide to use the assessment, or if you feel you don't want to use it, yes, you can decide not to use it, but you have access to it. So in this case, I will add it, and I'll click next. Okay. And here's another interesting part. So once I've indicated that I want everybody that will be applying for the job to take an assessment before I receive their application, then I need to set the applications, the assessments, the type of assessment I want. And I know somebody asked that question earlier, asking if we probably have the assessment for different levels or different types of roles. Yes, we do. So these are some of the roles that we have assessment for, and you can just pick from this. It shows you the further shows you another breakdown of the role. Then in this case, let me just choose this. You can indicate the kind of experience. So definitely the level of experience and the level of skill somebody with 0 to 5 years has is obviously not the same with somebody that has more than 5 years. So you can actually indicate this. So once that has been done, the next thing for you is to post your job. And one thing I should just mention here is, if you have not if you don't have a best match credit, or if you've not paid for a best match earlier, you will be prompted to make payments at this point. Yeah. So Yeah. So for these accounts, we already have what's it called, the best match credit. So that's why this job went successfully. Yeah, so your listing was successfully submitted. So we normally make sure that for every job that comes on Jobberman, they are well verified. So for our employers' sake and also the job seekers, we need to give them that form of credibility, and also to make sure that we all understand what is going on at the moment. Scamming everywhere. So we make sure that for every employer and every jobs you see on Jobberman, they are well verified. So in no way would you have any case whereby you got or you saw a listing or a job actually went live on our platform and it's not a genuine job. Yeah, so that's the case. And once that has been done, the next thing for you, and the job has gone live, gone through that verification process and gone live, the next thing for you is to have access to your dashboard. And there you can manage all the jobs you have, and also see like status of different kinds of things you're doing in terms of the products you own and the credits you have. So in this case, if you have a job listing credit showing 1 year, you have best match credit showing 1 year, and if you don't have, it shows 0. So for instance, if I don't have a best match, what I can just do is to view and add more credits. So I can actually from here choose a best match credit to pay for, and I'll check out. Then I'll be redirected to the checkout page, indicates the payment gateway or the payment process I want to use. Then once that has been done, okay, in this case, let me go with page stack. Once that has been done, you proceed to the payment page. And if it's a transfer you want to do, you can equally just do the transfer. Once that has been completed, you make payments from here, and you automatically get your credits, and you can always go through that process I explained earlier. So I don't know if anyone has any question at this moment before I proceed to
while I check the questions or look for questions, I just wanted to say that I liked that when you posted the job, it already had like suggested candidates, right? So even before you start the best match process, it already shows you suggested candidates. So which means that as an employer, once you post that, you can straight up start looking at, candidates that fit the profile that you are looking for. So that is really, really,
true.
good.
And
yes.
you can as an employer.
Yes, you were saying, Isaac.
Yeah, and as an employer, you can just shoot out a mail directly from your platform to those job seekers.
Exactly.
To nudge them to apply for the role.
To apply for the role, exactly. And then another thing about Best Match that I find very interesting is that it also Best Match of before used to be for just active job seekers, right? So that's Best Match 1.0, while Best Match 2.0 gives access to a wider pool of candidates. So that is both active and passive job seekers, right? So passive job seekers are people who already have jobs, but they might be looking for other opportunities, or maybe your company is offering them something they cannot refuse. And so they could choose to apply for the role. And so that also gives you, as an employer, it gives you more visibility and a wider reach to, more applicants on the database. So that's really, really great about the best match, the new best match. Now, I don't know, Isaac, are you going to show us anything else?
Yes, I am. So, so let's just assume that the job has gone live, and it has been approved, and it's been taken live. So the listing has been completed. When you come to your dashboard, you can easily view all the jobs you have, and also there's a tag here that tells you the job that has been that is actually listed under the best match products. So as against what we used to have in Best Match 1.0, that every job here is carrying the same name, like job listing. Now, there's a clear differentiation, or there's a clear demarcation that when you have a job under other products, it shows here. And those ones that are under Best Match 2 actually we give them that tag that is Best Match. So as an employer, once you're getting into your dashboard and you want to interact with any of your listed jobs, for those people that are very, that recruit every now and then, and you have to always go up with a lot of listing, you don't need to now start searching. All you can just do is to just look for this tag, best match, and once you're able to locate the job based on what you did earlier, then you can just easily continue to view your candidates. So let me also point out that once your job has gone live, because we need time to let the applicants also send in the applications. So you need to be patient, because immediately it goes live, that's not when you already have all your applications there. You need to let people take the assessment test, let people send in the applications, and for those people that probably need to also add their cover letters, all those things we need time to collect those data and collect those applications. So one interesting thing I just want to also show you is, so let me use one of these jobs that are already gone live and we've had some interactions so that you have an idea of what it is. Okay, so once you click on the job that went live, of course, on the ATS, we give you like an idea of what it is, the number of applications you've received over time. We have a quick glance that is showing you the metrics of how your job is doing, the number of applications you've received, the number of candidates that we already have, and also you can share your listing on Facebook, Twitter, and on LinkedIn. And you as an employer too can see what you posted earlier, the details of the job you posted earlier, and also have the opportunity to edit in case you probably need to tweak one or two things or add more information. Yeah. So, but one thing that is very interesting and I have to point out here is that you can see this part that is showing processed. So what we have here is that at every point of the stage where we are with your application or with the listing that you've put up online, this thing is going to be changing. So like when I posted that initially, you actually see that this place will be awaiting approval. So that means it's telling you that the job has been posted. We've received the job and we are just trying to approve it. Once that approval has been completed, the next thing is that it's going to change to accepting applications. So we have different stages. We have awaiting approval, accepting application. We have in processing. So that means that it's after we've collected the applications and it's in processing. That means the system is doing the sorting and filtering and trying to match up, check all through the CVs and give you the top 10 candidates. We indicate it here that it's in processing. And once that processing has been completed, we also show processed, which is what you're saying here. So that means at every time as an employer, when you come to the system, you can always see a real-time information and a real-time status of what is happening. So that way, you know that, oh, okay, my job is doing well. My job, something somewhere is working on this application and things are moving on this listing. And because we also promise you that in 10 working days, we'll deliver, we need to make you know the state that we are every day. So once you're able to log in to your ATS, you'll be able to see this. Then once the process has been completed, you can now view the candidates. So in this case, we already have some people that has been best matched. So the system has already completed the whole process. Of course, we can't wait 10 days to let the system complete it because this is like a quick demo. So this has already been completed. The system has already matched people based on this job that we listed earlier. So you can see that we now have tags that is showing best match on all the candidates that has in best match. So you as an employer, what you just need to do now, as against you going through the list of hundreds or thousands of applications you've gotten for that listing, you are just going to focus on the 10 guys you've suggested to you or the system has suggested to you to go through. Then you can invite them for that interviews or meet with them to check and know, do every other thing you need to do based on your company's culture. So basically what we've done also here is to make sure that it's very easy for you to assess those guys that have been best matched. So we have here this sorting feature that we've added. So basically You can just view the candidates based on the guys that have been best matched. Also, you can view on based on latest applications. So these are some of the applications that recently came in. So, we still give you access to all the CVs you received so that you can see and just, view that we didn't just go up to look for candidates somewhere or people that didn't apply and come and add them to the system. No, we actually went through the CVs and gave you the top 10 guys. So you can check through the latest and boosted the emails, the mails that has been you mailed and guys that sent the application through that process, and of course the final result, which is the best match guys. And from there, you have access to view their profiles, check it out and see what it is, and to know if they really match up with what you're looking for. Then you can download your CV if you want to. You can view if you want to. The interaction is just very straightforward and very seamless.
Yes, yes, and I really like this is like so much information that you also get with using Best Match. So someone asked a question asking about our outreach and mentioned, the one I mentioned about reaching to active and passive, and is asking if it comes in a newsletter to passive job seekers on the platforms. So no, it doesn't come as a newsletter. Actually, they get notifications. So if you're registered on the platform, you will get a notification that this company is looking for let's say an accountant, right? So that is the notification you will get, even if
Yeah,
you are.
yeah,
Yes.
and just to add to that, yeah. So we understand that for some roles, the level of application or how people would want to send an application in terms of the kind of role you're looking for. So maybe let's say some mid-level roles that people that you're actually looking for to take are not necessarily looking
They're
for a
not.
job or are not actively looking for.
They're
So those
not
are
asking
people
for
that
opportunity.
yeah, yeah, those are the people Sheila is referring to as a passive candidate. One thing we also make sure to do is that we give your job listing a form of prominence. Yeah, so there's a programmatic prominence that we've also done to the system that for jobs that have been posted under Best Match, we let the visibility reach out to a lot of people. Yeah, so that we can attract more candidates, we can get more applications, and in turn also receive more qualified candidates. So you are rest assured that once your job is going on as you are listing your job as a best match, it's definitely going to reach a whole lot of people, and that way you are sure that you get a whole lot of qualified people that would eventually apply, and you'll be able to hire the best out of the best.
Yes, fantastic. Thank you so much. Now, to the question that I know all the employers are thinking, how much does Best Match cost? Peppy?
Okay.
Okay, Best Match costs an affordable fee of 75,000 naira. Yeah. This VAT inclusive, everything is 75,000 naira. Yeah. Quite affordable, I would say.
And please note that that 75,000 naira also comes with the skills assessment as
Yes.
well, which is actually paid for. Okay, so in addition to without going into too much detail, because today is all about Best Match, but without going into too much detail, what are the other products that we have at Jobberman Nigeria that is available to employers?
Oh, yeah, we have quite a few. Isaac hinted on the basic job listing, the standard job listing. We have that where you leverage on our platform and advertise your job. And then we also have the Pro Recruit service, which our highly trained and highly skilled recruiters would work directly on your roles. Yeah, to pre-screen candidates and pre-interview them before sharing with you. And then we also have executive recruitment for high level and executive positions. Yeah. So briefly,
Yeah,
those are the other solutions we have.
yeah, and of
And we
course,
also
yes.
have skill assessment as well. Skill assessment is a standalone product as well. So if you don't want to purchase the best match service, you just want skill assessment, you can go for that alone too.
Yeah, or maybe this is you did a basic listing and you realize that a lot of people that applying for the jobs are not even qualified. You can just add an assessment to it, so
Assessment
that
to it, yes.
other applications that will be coming in would actually pass through that test before they eventually send in the applications. And of course, we still have more exciting things coming up. Yeah, we still have more product lines that we're trying to add to the system to just make sure that any category of employer or any, depending on your budget and how you're looking to recruit, we have to for you. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, thank you very, very much. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave your question in the comments section. To begin using Best Match, you can go on to our page, so it's jobberman.com/employer/best match. I think my colleague has also dropped the link as well. Sorry, there's one more question. I see. Would the applicants be required to pay? No. No. That is one thing we would never. Jobberman would never require a job seeker to pay.
Yeah, it's absolutely
right?
And as a job seeker, be wary of anybody that asks you to pay
Exactly.
to get a job. Just have at the back of your mind that you're about to be scammed. So
Yes,
Jobberman
that
would
is
never ask you to pay any sort of amount to get a job.
that is one of the sure signs of knowing if you are being scammed or if you are about to be scammed for a job.
Yeah.
Any job vacancy that asks you to pay is a no-no. So please do not pay for jobs as a job seeker. The only people required to pay are the employers who are looking for the best talent for the role. Okay.
And even
And
at
so
that, it's a very cheap amount. So
exactly for
Very
the value,
affordable.
very
Yeah.
affordable
Yes,
for
the value
the
you're getting.
value
Yeah,
that they are
very
getting.
affordable.
Exactly, it's very affordable. So please go to the page www.jobberman.com/employer/best match. My colleague has also dropped the link in the comments section. So please feel free to check it out, request for a demo, and speak to a member of our team who will tell you a little bit more about Mismatch. And then for the job seekers who are on the platform, who are watching this event or this live event, who are asking questions about getting roles, please go to jobberman.com and list and actually create a profile. Make sure your profile is 100% complete and also apply for jobs. And also, what would even happen is for employers who get the best match products, your profile will be automatically recommended to them if it matches what they are looking for. So please go to jobberman.com. Again, I have seen that a few people like pushing for, roles and things on the comment section. We do not endorse any role on the comment section. That is not from jobberman.com. So please go to jobberman.com as a job seeker and create a profile, make sure it's 100% complete, and you can get all the details that you need. Okay, on that note, I don't know, Pepe, Isaac, any last words before we leave?
Best Match is a total package, so it's all in one. It solves majorly all your recruitment challenges. So just jump on this train really, and you wouldn't regret it. Actually, you value for your money, real value for your money.
And for me, if you are looking to save time, you're looking to save your efforts, you don't want to pass through a lot of processes, Best Match is just the best thing to go for. And you get up to 10 right candidates, very good candidates within 10 working days. I don't think there's any other deal as more interesting.
And that's it from us, really. So please, if you're an employer, go and get Best Match so you know how to get the best people for the job. And then also, I also wanted to add, someone was asking about it, the page, to know more about Best Match is jobberman.com/employer/best match. So thank you very much, guys. Do have a fantastic day. And for everyone that is watching this event, we hope to hear from you soon. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so
Bye
much.
bye.
Okay,
Yeah,
bye.
cheers,
All right.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Paul's job is to plan, coordinate, and recruit the best talent for his company. The problem is, there are so many ways to recruit right now, and Paul is finding it hard to define what the best recruitment journey looks like. This is where Best Match can help. Best Match is an automated candidate matching system that screens, tests, and ranks qualified applicants. With Best Match, you get a short list of up to 10 qualified and tested applicants who match your job description the best in just 10 working days. It gives you a complimentary assessment so you can test the applicants and be sure they can do the job. Your vacant roles are promoted to all potential and qualified candidates, so you have a wider pool of quality applicants. It also gives you a detailed report complete with reasons for the selection so you can share with your colleagues. Paul gets all these and much more in just 10 working days. The net result is a happy and driven workforce that matches the company's goals, strategy, and vision. This is a new way to match. This is the best way to match. To get started, call 0813-985-9999 or email info@jobberman.com. Let's get you your next best match.